You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming. It's Sunday on Twitter, the Gaming Drag. Today I'm coming back at you with a Let's Play episode of Roads Yet Traveled. As you can see, a big update happened. The entire main menu has been replaced with this beautiful art. Wow, this really, And there it is. Icoroid 2, I believe. Right up there in the stars. Alright, y'all, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm changer, we're up, and let's go. Alright. Oh, please, no, Rias, it's fine. You've done quite enough. Let me think. The room is still ripe with the smell of fear as Tyr taps his claws on the desk. His eyes dart about as he mumbles under his breath. I should remind you that I'm not technically a medical doctor. My research is in physics. I'm sure if I could get a hold of Marrowyn, he could... His head snaps to the translator as he rips his monitor out. I'm almost too shocked to move as I can barely offer a... Are you okay? The room is silent. He tore out its tongue. It will translate no longer. I'm alone again with an increasingly frantic man. Hallucinations, memory loss, possible schizophrenia. But he'd have to... All mumbled under panicked breaths. Tyr, you're worrying me. Is something wrong? I know he can't hear me, but I don't know what else to do. The conditions have changed, but how would he? Surely not. I'm just overreacting. His unfocused eyes shoot up and down the dim room before finally landing on me. A sore sight for eyes, that's for sure. Taken aback by his own outburst, he takes a moment. It seems that both of us are having quite the morning. Rias, I'm going to heavily suggest you let Dr. Senna look over you immediately. I'll send him the full list of tests, but we just need to be sure everything is okay with you. Okay with what? Did something happen? I'm sorry, I don't have time to fix the translator right now. I'm going to step out and... Bzzz. His monitor lights up as multiple messages come flooding in. Oh my, this is unexpected. I can only raise a brow as he fails to elaborate. It seems my communications have been offline. Perhaps some residual effect from the hum. Never mind. You'll be happy to know that your guardian is on his way. Shall we away? Without even waiting for an answer, he's already walking past me and holding open the door. What happened to those brief moments? Feeling the tension bleeding into the room, I decide not to keep him waiting long. Taking one last look around, I stare where once there was a corpse. When nothing reveals itself to me, I resign myself to the cold corridors and head out. My heart hasn't stopped trying to escape my chest since that dead thing loomed over Tyr. Me. Over the music, yo. Okay. My heart hasn't stopped trying to escape my chest since that dead thing loomed over Tyr. Being kicked out like this, my mind hasn't been able to stop racing either. He hasn't said a word since we left his office. He's just been muzzle deep in some files on his monitor. We even passed our first flesh and blood crew member, and he barely even acknowledged them. He didn't even bother introducing me. Although, I think I just realized how disgusting I might be. I've got blood on my shirt, my shoes are wet with void knows what, my pants are torn at the knee. And it's, basically 7 in the morning? By the eye. It's gonna be a long day. Ugh. I managed to catch up to Tyr as he waits by an elevator, impatiently tapping his foot the whole time. I cough to grab his attention, but it seems he's still determined as ever to ignore me. He's mumbling something about cognitive pathways before I cough again, louder this time. Oh, do you? Anything, Rias? He tries to stow his monitor, perhaps forgetting I couldn't read it anyways. We should be able to get you out of here in just a moment. I do hope you can rest for the remainder of the day. I open my mouth to speak. There's so many things I want to say, I want to ask, but instead I sigh. Tyr can see my frustration, but unlike earlier, he seems to be unmoved by it. Instead, opening his monitor off to the side, just out of eye shot. Elevator arrives and we get on. Arriving quickly. Tyr closes his monitor as he leads me away, finally deciding to speak up of his own volition. I've sent some messages to your guardians, especially Dr. Senna, telling them that I found you this morning. I left out any, mentions of what you say you saw. I thought it best they hear that from you. All of a sudden, I feel he trusts me even less. Like everything I said earlier was some joke. Something the aliens said to get a rise out of him. He still seems on edge, but I feel as though it's for a different reason. But when he ripped out the translator's tongue, I lost all chance of asking today. Yeah, thank you. Simple words. Maybe somebody could even understand without a neural bridge. He lets out a weary smile as we trot along silently for a hallway or so. My breath is still cut and wavering. His measured in pace, but a mask. I think he's just really good at hiding how scared he is, and in his line of work, I can't blame him. Alright, Rias, this is where I must take my leave. Do you mind waiting alone? After the morning I've had, of course I fucking mind. But he can hardly understand me now. It's not like it would change anything. I shake my head, no. He seems worried, but complacent. Well, I'll be in touch. And that's it. He starts heading down the hallway and quickly disappears out of sight. I could barely argue if I wanted to. Were I not in shock, maybe an attempt would be made, but not now. Next time, if that translator works again, I'm going to have some choice words for him. We'll see how well a neural can translate insults. Sighing, I hold myself and slump against one of the walls. My body is still registering the events of this morning. At least I remember everything, even if part of me wishes I didn't. Go Bulldogs. Less than a mark passes before the lights turn on. The day truly begins. No Karain come down here, though. Wherever here is. But it's not much longer before I hear plodding footfalls heading my way. In a vain attempt at trying to appear at all presentable, I right myself and straighten my jacket, only to see Marrowyn round the corner. Marrow? He comes bounding towards me, the ground shaking under every wayward step. He looks exhausted. I hope he didn't run all the way here, but seeing how he's moving now, I don't doubt it. By the heart! Are you okay? Here, let me... He grabs my wrist, presumably taking my pulse. Marrowyn, what are you... I rip my arm away, but his panting gait doesn't change. Your heart rate is way too high. Do you need water? Do you need to cool down? Can I get you... Marrowyn! He stops, if only for a second. Looking like he wants to talk again, I preemptively cut him off. I just need to sit down somewhere, okay? I need a minute. He wants to interject. He wants to check in on me. He wants to fix this. He's so similar to his father. Righting himself with a frown, he swallows his desires. Well, of course. I think I know of a nearby bench. Do you think you can follow me? I nod. Wincing as I push off the wall, and I'm just grateful when he doesn't lunge out and grab me. He quickly types something away on that little monitor of his as I catch my breath. I wasn't expecting to see both sides of this coin this morning. Not that I'm as upset to see Marrowyn. I could go with that as inane overprotectiveness, though. I guess I shouldn't have expected to see Merrick after our last conversation, but... Marrow? Yes? He puts down his monitor and gives me his full attention. Where's Merrick? Oh, well, he's in a meeting right now. He couldn't be reached, so I did my best to make it down here for you as soon as I could. Is that okay? Is that really more important than my safety? Ugh, I shouldn't think like that. I take up enough of his time as is. Of course it's okay, Doc. Just maybe don't grab me like that again, okay? I've had a bit of a morning. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, do you want me to tell me about it? Where do I even begin? Are you sure you don't want me to look over you? You look... not great, I imagine. I was just going to say hurt, that's all. Well, I feel like shit, so I imagine I don't look much better. How did all this happen? Professor Sinnoh said he found you roaming the tunnels. Is that true? Water time. Alright, guys and gals, and we are back. Let's go ahead and jump back into it, shall we? Okay. Yeah, he did. And the injuries? I... tripped? The edges of his lips turn down as his worry turns into suspicion. You tripped? Well... there's probably no getting around this anyway, so I might as well tell him. Doc, I turned to him on the bench, my knee barely brushing up against his massive thigh. I have to say something that isn't going to sound possible. I told Tyr, but I'm not sure he believes me. Please, I need you to trust me. His expression softens, and I hear something mimicked back at me that I never thought I would. I trust you, Rias. What is he... Oh. No matter how touching it is to hear, I don't have time to dwell on it as I begin to explain. I was in the tunnels and I thought I saw something. I ran and I fell, a few times actually. I don't know what I saw, but I think I've seen it before in my dreams.
Your dreams? You have mentioned you weren't sleeping well. I didn't think it was this bad, though.
That's the thing, I've been having a hard time remembering things. I only realized once I was down there that something was wrong.
I don't understand. You didn't realize you'd walked into the bowels of the station?
He tilts his head, one ear dangling ever so gently off his head. Well, I don't think I did, no.
Are you saying that you simply got lost, or that you have no memory of getting lost?
That I have no memory of it. Well, both, maybe. I remember parts of it, but... Oh man, I really don't want to tell Doc of all the Karain that I might have lost control of myself or something. I don't really think there's any way out of it, though. I think something wanted me to go down there.
This thing from your dreams?
Yeah. I don't know if I was in control of myself. I start rubbing my arm and look away. I can hear as he uncomfortably runs his hands up and down his thighs. I hope I'm not scaring him away. I really need him here right now.
Now, forgive me for only asking this now. I know this hasn't exactly come up yet, but this isn't a normal human condition, I assume, no?
Not a... Ha! No, it isn't. But it might have happened before. Yeah. I've had times where I kind of blacked out. I thought I was just dreaming or something, but now? Huh. He doesn't respond. I can feel him staring at my back, but I can't turn to face him.
And you have no idea what it could be?
No. Tyr might, but he seemed worried about telling me. I mean, it could be a ghost.
Ghosts aren't real, Rias. Wait, are human ghosts real?
What? No, Doc, they aren't. It was just a joke, sorry. He scratches the back of his head and turns away.
I imagine a Karain ghost would be quite annoying to deal with. Especially normal fur, is it up in ghost fur? Huh.
Is he trying to tell a joke? That's sweet of him. Boy knows I need it right now. Well, ghosts aside, I don't know what it was. Tyr couldn't see it either, so that's even more concerning.
Well, under extreme stress, Karain have reported symptoms similar to what you are undergoing. Perhaps not entirely similar, but some things line up.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!